Everybody, Robert here with more Revit training. Today we had a question from Mr. Sammy Costales. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm sorry I'm getting back to you at this later time. But he asked about referencing room names and column grid locations. So here I'm going to just tab this view so we can see what's going on here. So these are your columns. So this is my foundation plan. And by the way, this model comes from one of my training books, like Lace Moss Design Integration. Very good book. You should pick it up. It's very good. So here, these are your columns, and this is your grid. So basically, the best way that I know how to show column grid locations, I would go here to my view and schedules, and right here I would go graphical column schedule. So I would select that, and then there's the graphical column schedule that we use here, and it basically shows, okay, now I'm going to fix this a little bit here. I'm going to put this in fine view so you can see it. Okay, and I'm going to change this to 1/4 inch. Okay. Well, these columns are not lined up, so I think I can possibly even line them up here. So this is all cross-reference back. I'm going to try something here just for the heck of it. No, I can't do that here. But anyway, so for instance, these are your, let's go back to that slab drawing. So here, there's your B1, your C5, I'm sorry. So here's the way the layout is here. So I'm going to go back to my graphical column schedule. Not that one, sorry. I should have left that open. Okay, I'll shut that down too. And I'm going to just window tile these right quick for you so we can see what's happening here. So basically what happens, this is all cross-reference. So if I went in here and I say I selected, say I want to select either one, I can go like here, B1. I select it, and there's B1 showing up in our graphical column schedule. Well, that's B5 actually. Yeah, see, B5, and vice versa, and so on and so forth. So I hope that's kind of helping you with this question. Now, you did mention referencing rooms. It works basically similarly, but a little different. So I'm going to go into my floor plan here, level 1. Floor plan here, and you see these room names here. Now, to reference the room names, you basically have to go in and create these rooms using the annotate tab, or analyze here, and you go ahead and create rooms. I got some videos of how to create rooms. If you don't know, I can show you in another video, but I think you might know how to do this. So let's go to architecture, rooms, and you just basically go in and see, I've got all these put in already. That's automatically done. We don't have to do that right now, see? And so then what happens is you go and create your room schedule, and you basically come here and go to view, schedules, and you go in here and you go and say you go schedule quantities here, and then you'll slide down here. You can give us any name you want, but here you want to go to rooms. There you go, your rooms right, yeah, okay, rooms right here, and you go okay, and then you select fields, so like here, so you can get the height, the finishes, and whatever you like here. So I'm going to cancel out of that because I already created one. So here's where's my room schedule? Plumbing, brain fart. Sorry about this. I did this so long ago I didn't remember schedules, quantities. I think, did I have it open? No, I don't. Oh, there we go. Room schedule. So there's my room schedule. There's the room names that cross-referenced into the model. There's my floor finishes or whatever you want here. Basically depends on the fields you select here. So so here, this is the fields that I use, and there are numerous other fields here, like occupancy, perimeter, volumes of the rooms, and everything like that. But okay, so I hope that answers your question. And then I got my sheet here. Where's my sheet? Okay, it's down here somewhere. Okay, yeah, schedules. And then I'm going to tab these views. And for instance, I'm going to go, I got my room schedule here, so we just created a graphical column schedule, and that's going to go here. So we just slide that guy right there. It'll probably go on a structural drawing or something like that. But I hope that helps, and hope that answers your question. If not, you can follow it up. And thanks for watching my video. And if anybody's new to this channel, please subscribe. I help me make videos like this for Revit. We do Inventor and Navisworks as well. So this is another one. This is our electrical drawing, and this is a good book. You should get it, at least small design integration. So hey, let me go back here to my schedules. Oh gosh. So that's basically how that's done. You know, you got your room schedule, cross-referencing the rooms by creating the spaces for the rooms, and the graphical column schedule is just a schedule that shows you the levels, the height, and location of the column. As you see, I got a lot of columns off center. But hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope this helps. Thank you. Be safe. Bye, y'all.